We are back in the car. We're heading to work. And today is going to be a good day. Yesterday, for the people who caught the live during the live time, because I'm not going to make this live, I'm not going to make that live public, because that was a vent session. If we're going to be honest, that was a vent session. And while I don't mind making a vent session public, I also don't want to make that my image online, if that makes sense. But it was a full little crash out moment. And a part of this growth journey is understanding what your triggers are, separating yourself from the situation, and even if you have to have the moment, feel the thing that you're feeling, but don't let it consume you. And that's really what happened yesterday. I felt my feelings. I didn't let it consume me because it didn't ruin the whole day, but I did feel my feelings. Good morning, good morning. So, that's my word of today. Don't let whatever it is that you're going through, whatever it is that you're dealing with, as out of place as you may feel, as frustrated about the situation as you may feel, do not make it make you a crazy person. And I say that in context, and when I say a crazy person, meaning that you're not going out of your character to make sure they feel the way that you do. And I can't say that that's what was happening yesterday, but what I can say is I truly got submerged in the feeling of, I'm upset. I can't believe this is happening. I followed all of the rules. I did everything that you guys said, and then you still played in my face. And I think that's where my frustration came from. It didn't come from not getting the result. It didn't come from any of those things. It was the fact that I went ahead, I followed everything that you said, and when you don't deliver, you then put it back on me, as in I didn't do what I was supposed to do. And that's how I interpreted it. Because even after I come here and I'm expressing myself to you, you still then tell me, oh, well, you still need to do this. What? That was the trigger point for me. Because how the absolute fuck dare you? And I think that that's where my serious boundaries have to come into place. Because when I say something, I mean it and I'm standing on it. And I don't care about the other things. And especially when it's with no harm to none and it's me not doing it with malicious intent, my boundaries now are so firm. I genuinely don't care about how you feel personally about my boundaries. And this is what I employ everyone who's watching the live, who's popping in. Hi, good morning. It's morning where I am, so I'm saying good morning. But when you set your boundaries, stand firm on your boundaries, because I truly, truly feel that the thing about anybody's boundaries that make people uncomfortable is the fact that they can't play with you like that. Like, they can't sit up in your face. Good morning, good morning, good morning. They can't sit up in your face and tell you, oh no, because I've done the things that I'm supposed to do and you're not putting it back on me, and this is my boundary and I'm standing on it. And yesterday, my day is going great so far. I was filling the people in for the ones who have not seen the live yesterday, and for the ones who've seen the live from yesterday but have been checking in on me to make sure that the rest of my day was great. And the rest of my day actually was great. But like I was saying, I had a moment of frustration and I sat in that. I felt the feeling, and here we are. But my point is that I'm driving home. Hello. Hi. My point that I'm driving home so firmly is, when you stand on your boundaries, stand on your boundaries, period. That's not, especially if it's not bringing any harm to anyone, I will, thank you. if it's not bringing any harm to anyone, if it's making sure that it's keeping you in line as far as whatever the thing is that you're going after, most certainly stand firm on your boundaries. So I guess the word of today is boundaries. Somebody said that in like a comment. Like, why don't you have a word of the day? I didn't know I needed a word of the day. I did not know that this was a morning segment. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I did not know that this was a morning segment. And you know what? You guys are, I love the fact that I'm getting all these ideas and you're giving me all these. Because I genuinely said, my goal is for the next 30 days to show up, to find my community, whoever they may be. We can share things. I am an avid reader, a huge learner of things. So whatever that looks like, it looks like. But someone said word of the day I should start including word of the days as my motivational talk going to work. I just thought it was me just venting or having conversations. What's my favorite Mexican food? Listen, I'm a sucker for tacos. I don't care what anybody say. I am a sucker for tacos. And I know there's so many other things in the Mexican diaspora. I like tamales. I like enchiladas. But a taco? Oh, yes. And it doesn't matter whether it's a fish taco, carne asada, birria. Oh, my God. I don't know if I'm saying it right, birria or birria. Whatever the pronunciation is, listen, charge it to my head, not my heart. But a taco will get me right every single time. What's your favorite Mexican food? Y'all, it is so hot in Atlanta right now. Like, why? My dashboard is saying 82 degrees. I have my AC on and I'm still like hot. You're from... Okay. There was a guy that just looked like Sinbad. If y'all know who Sinbad is, then y'all know. Like old school comedian Sinbad. And he is like going crazy on the highway in a freaking Volkswagen. You and this V-Dub. Chill out, my friends. I'm from is it Crete Island in Greece? Oh, you're in Greece? Listen. Kalimeta. If I said it right, Kalimeta. I think that's how it is. I have been like looking at so much to move to Greece. Like that's been like the next place that I want to live. So if you have any ideas about Greece and Greece living, for me, a digital nomad person, feel free to reach out because I'd love to learn more. So, yes, Greece is on my to-do list for Calispreta. That means good afternoon. Okay. I saw that somewhere, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. I was learning just, traditions and stuff like that. That's pretty cool. So cool. I definitely need to... I've been looking into living in Greece more permanently as opposed to just going for a visit. So if there's any place that you could recommend, definitely let me know. Nice. Somebody says your dream state to go to. Okay. Yup. The views, yes. The food, oh my goodness. The food, the views, everything, all about it is top tier. You guys, I am at the 5-minute mark to work, and typically, y'all know what that means. That means that we don't see each other until tomorrow morning. The plus side about that is on Thursdays, you get 2 lives, one in the morning and one in the evening. An actual sit down, a chit chat. It's usually a bit longer, about an hour. I let you guys ask me questions and I answer it. So definitely tune in Thursday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern time, because that's where I live. and 7 p.m. is most convenient. Oh, you live in Las Vegas. Nice. What part of Vegas? I am going to Vegas in November. I've been looking at like tickets because I've never been to Vegas. So let me know some stuff. A friend of mine lives in Vegas and she's like, friend, you have to come out. You have to. So let me know. This is the year of travel, so we're traveling. For anyone who's tuning in from Jamaica, I will be in Jamaica in 2 weeks. I'm so excited. I will still be doing lives from there, so you guys don't worry about it. Anyways, it's been real. Remember, happiness is an inside job, so in order to be happy, you can't depend on everyone out there. You got to start from in here. I love you guys genuinely. And shout out to all 62 of my subscribers. I'm going to the store to get snacks. Let me know what you want. Okay, so I'll try. Matter of fact, let me put the restaurant in here, because if I don't put it in here, it never happened. So now that we've done that, all right, so once I put it in here, wow, cool stuff. African from Sudan. Listen, there is so much here. Like, man, so much. I hate that I do these lives and then I find so many interesting people and I want to continue the conversation, but I can't because I'm pulling up to work. Ugh. Do you see how I said work is ruining my life, y'all? Like, I really want to genuinely live my digital nomad life. Like, anyways, that's another live for another day. We're about to pull up to the building. It's been real. I am going to look into that at A Hat Green. I will most certainly look into that. Lucas. I have not seen the MJ movie, but that's definitely on my to-do list. I know it's out of theaters already, but listen, I didn't find the time to make it to the movies. So that's just it. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me with my ride to work. We will chitty chat later. Well, more than likely tomorrow morning and then tomorrow evening for a longer hour-long live. Sometimes my live go over because right at the last minute, a few thousand people just, and now they have questions. So sometimes it typically go over, but it's been real. Anyways, you guys have an amazing day as you are, and we will talk mañanas or tomorrow. Keep laughing, smiling, enjoying everything. Thank you. And I hope that you do too. I hope that you do too, because, you know, happiness. All right, you guys have a good one. Peace.